People always say to us, if you're in a Tudor kitchen experimenting with Tudor recipes, trying to produce all this food, then why are you stood in front of me dressed like that? Why couldn't you just be in chef's whites? You're supposed to be doing the cooking. Why do you have to look like a Tudor? And we'd thought about that long and hard. And when we started, we thought, yeah, we don't really need to dress up like this. Perhaps people just want to see the food. And then we were thinking even more and said, no, actually, the clothes that people wear are as important as any knife, pot, spoon, bowl, or anything that we recreated for these kitchens. And so we set about building a full set of Tudor clothes for everyone working here. We thought, oh, that's going to be fantastic. We can have the lovely liveries that they wear upstairs, big red coats with the king's crest on and so on. But unfortunately, that doesn't look true. People down here in the kitchen are not going to be seen by anybody important, so why waste money on them? Keep them neat, keep them tidy. We know they gave them money for that. But they just wore ordinary working clothes. And although that was a disappointment at first, we suddenly realised, no, for people like you looking at us, this is what you'd be wearing. If you were a working man 500 years ago, these are the clothes that you'd have. They're nothing special, they're not expensive, they're just good clothes that keep me warm and protect me in the working world that I'm in. So what have I got? I've got the same things as you, really. Same number of layers. I'm wearing a shirt, I'm wearing the jumper layer, and I'm wearing a coat over the top because it's quite cold down here today. People say, aren't you cold? Well, no, because this is all thick wool, lots and lots of it. The other thing is, well, aren't you hot then in the summer? Well, I do the same as you. We take some off, and then we've got the perfect working environment for all year round. What does it comprise of? I've told you it's about the same, but really everything's slightly different. My coat is quite voluminous. It's got a lot of cloth in it. We're looking at a time when cloth was money. The more cloth you could have, the more you must earn. We don't have fast cars or watches then to show off, so you show off with your clothes. Upstairs, it's with beautiful fabrics. Downstairs, it's just by putting a pleat wherever you can. A big skirt on your coat, perhaps. Underneath the coat, in fact, I need some help. Robert? Underneath my coat, if it was a warm day, I'd be wearing what you see here. This is the classic doublet and hose. Most people have heard of that from Shakespeare's time. What is a doublet and hose? Well, a doublet is a small jacket or jumper-like garment. Again, it's made of wool, and it's a doublet because it's double layered. It's 2 layers thick. It's over the top of my shirt, and my hose are my leg coverings. They often get a laugh down here. I'm afraid what I'm wearing is the fashion of the time. It comes with a middle bit called a codpiece. We've all heard of them, and now you've seen one. Why doublet and hose together? Well, that's because they are completely together. If you notice, there are little strings all around the waist. These are called points. I'll just undo a couple. Nothing's going to happen. And they tie one to the other. You can't really wear doublets without hose or the other way round because your points hold everything together. So really what I'm wearing slightly resembles a child's sort of play suit or romper suit. One goes with the other. We can, because of our belt, take the top off, so if it got really warm, I could take the doublet off, but there is a slight danger of my hose falling down.